Okay, today guys, we got OBDSTAR P50, and we're gonna reset this airbag module. This is from I believe a Camaro 2011 or 2012 Chevy Camaro, and the car was involved in an accident. All the airbags came out, they replaced them, but they still had the airbag light on. And in fact, one of my guys, he actually called me out for help on this one. He brought this out to me because he was actually working on the vehicle when he asked me about this. And this also answers the question, will these modules still deploy if the airbag light is on for a fault that the memory is full crash event? Well, he was on the phone with me when I asked him to get me this number, and he wasn't paying attention because he was doing 2 or 3 things at a time, and he had the ignition switch on. And when he did that, as he picked up this module to like move it like this, you got to remember guys, these modules usually contain like the yaw rate sensors and things like that. So these detect when the vehicle is in a rollover or something like that. And once he picked up this module and moved it like that with the key on, boom, the airbags deployed, the side airbag curtains deployed, and it hit him on his back. Actually, he told me, he said he didn't even know what happened. He thought he got shot, you know. He's right here, he's laughing, you know. Yeah, and this is the second time somebody's been on the phone with me and that's happened. So guys, you got to remember, when you are working with these airbag modules, you got to have the key off. If you don't trust yourself that you might make a mistake, that's why they always tell you disconnect the battery, because it's easy for you to get distracted. It's never happened to me, but I could definitely understand how it's happened, and it happened to many people I know, right? So don't let them trick you and tell you that with the airbag light on or something like that, or if you reset these things, they can't deploy. That is a lie, man. And tell them I said it, okay? Once the airbag light is on and the module itself doesn't report any errors, it self-tests, and if there's no airbag light on, at that point, this module will deploy, man. So we're gonna go ahead and reset this with the OBDSTAR P50. You can add this on if you have the G3. Definitely head over to our website, globalcommerceca.com, pick yours up today, support directly from us. And if you have the G3, you can add this function onto your G3 and do all of this from your OBDSTAR G3 as well, right? So let me go ahead and connect my internet. So we're gonna put the part number in here to just knock it out really quick. So 2292. If we're on vehicle, we could just do auto detect, and this one can be done on the vehicle. 2717, and there it is right there, if you can see that. So we're going to click on it, then we're going to tell it to start. You need internet for this. This is an internet tool. We're connected to the internet already. It's connected to server. Now we're going to get the pin out down here, and we're going to use this side, which is the smaller connector, as you can see here. So I'm going to just zoom in since we only need to use this side. So we're going to hook up a 2 powers, 1 ground, and GMS can, right? So that's a total of 4 cables we got to hook up, and that GMS can is going to be pin 15, okay? So we're going to do that right now. I'll bring you back. All right, guys, so we went ahead and connected it up. So as a diagram, we have 2 powers, ground, and S-can, which is pin 1. And as you can see there are 2 powers, the ground, and this is our S-can. And the breakout cable that comes with your P50 has S-can. And we're going to go ahead and turn our resistors on, right? Just like that. And that's it. We should be good to go. I'm just supplying 12 volts power from my vehicle. I'm going to go ahead and turn this on just in case. And then I am going to hit back here. Back. And I'm going to power this on now. And you can see we got the red light there. And we're going to do an ECU info. And there it is. Okay, so we can communicate with this module. So we're going to do read DTCs. And we got everything blown, especially the side airbags. All right. So we're going to have a crash in here too, which might be this error code B101. I'm going to do erase codes just to see how it acts. Erase DTCs. Erase DTC success. I'm going to tell it to read. and they're all still there. And of course, you're gonna have all of these because we're not hooked up to the vehicle, right? So we're gonna hit OK, and we're gonna do erase crash. Crash success, erase. Okay, so we're going to do a read DTC now. We might have to erase them again. So we'll do that one more time, erase DTC. Erase OK, read. All right, guys, all jokes aside, man, people have died from airbags deploying on them or been seriously injured, So definitely be careful when you're out there working on these modules, guys. We're laughing at it now, but it's not really funny if somebody gets hurt, right? Because I was literally on the phone with him. I'm doing 2 or 3 things at a time myself. I think I was driving, and I thought he was driving as well when he was talking to me, when he was explaining to me the issue he had with the airbag light. So he just paused for a minute, and when I asked him to give me that number, and next thing I know, I heard like some kind of boom. And then he's like, hey, I heard him screaming, like hollering. And I'm like, hey, what's going on? I'm like, are you all right, man? And I could hear him in the background, but he wasn't responding to me. So I was like, hey, did you have an accident? So I'm thinking he's driving. And it wasn't until about almost a minute before he got back to the phone and he told me that the airbags deployed on him, the roof airbags. He had bruises, he said, for a few days on his back. It was very, he said it felt like he thought he was shot. That's how it felt. Anyway, man, y'all be careful out there. On this module, the B101 is basically a security code because GM has, Global A vehicles. Basically, this SRS module is mated to that vehicle, and that's what that error code is tripping right there. In fact, I went ahead, there was no crash code in this SRS module, even though it did deploy the airbags. So like I said before in my previous video, these modules can deploy all the airbags. They can deploy them again. Just because the data storage is full, which causes the airbag light to come on, it doesn't mean that the module itself is damaged. If the module is damaged, it's going to report that it has internal damage or something like that, maybe a U3000 code. At that point, that module will need to be replaced or repaired. But a full storage is not mean a damaged module. You can erase it. I'm also going to do a video on actually retrieving the crash data and showing you debugging the crash data to show you actually what it is. And so you can fully understand why this has nothing to, it doesn't damage the module at all. So bottom line, there was actually no crash data in this hard stored crash data in this module. So he went ahead. I told him go ahead and reinstall the module. He did. He called me back and let me know he had the airbag light on. But once I had him actually check the codes were for the 2 seat belts, driver and passenger seat belts that were deployed. So I had him replace those seat belts, and that took care of the airbag light. So everything is fine now. They replaced the roof airbags that deployed, and tech is also in good condition, thank God. Anyway, guys, that's it on this video. Click that thumbs up button, like, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Remember, definitely pick up your products at our website, globalcommerceca.com.